Good morning, students. Today again we are going to start with the chapter 5, that is periodic classification of elements, and today's topic is Mendeleev periodic table. So the next one was Mendeleev periodic table. So the first real breakthrough in the classification of element was provided by the Russian chemist. As you can say, he was a Russian chemist. His name was Dmitry Mendeleev. Okay, and he worked as a professor of chemistry in University of Petersburg, Moscow, and he was being regarded as the main contributor to the early development of the periodic table. So, a periodic table may be defined as arrangement or a chart which classify all the known elements on the basis of their property in such a way that the elements with similar properties are placed in the same vertical column and dissimilar elements are separated from one another. When Mendeleev started his work on classification of elements, 63 elements were known, and he tried to correlate the atomic mass of the element with their physical and chemical properties. And amongst chemical properties, Mendeleev mainly concentrated on the compounds formed by the element with hydrogen and oxygen. He selected hydrogen and oxygen because they are highly reactive and hence form compound with almost all the element. Therefore, atomic mass and similarity in formulae of hydrides and oxide formed by the various elements were chosen on the basis of classification of elements. So, till that 63 elements were known. Mendeleev arranged elements in increasing order of their atomic mass. He tried to put elements similar properties in a group, and due to this we find empty boxes in his table. So Mendeleev, what he did for this arranging the elements, he took 63 cards and on each card he wrote down the property of one element and formulae of their hydride and oxide. Thereafter he sorted out all the elements with similar properties and pinned their cards together on the wall, one after the another in vertical column. When he did so, he found that most of the element automatically got arranged in order of their increasing atomic mass. He also observed that there occur reoccurrence of element with similar physical and chemical properties after certain regular intervals. So on the basis of these similarities, Mendeleev proposed his periodic law. What was his periodic law? The physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic mass. So, by periodic function, we mean that properties of element get repeated after certain regular interval. In other words, Mendeleev periodic law was given as when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic mass, elements with similar properties were repeated after certain regular intervals. This repetition of properties of elements after certain regular intervals is called periodicity of the elements. If we see in the table, if we see in the table, we can see cobalt. Cobalt, you can find out the cobalt, this one. Cobalt having atomic mass, it is having 58.93 U. Okay. So cobalt, he is saying that was placed before nickel. Nickel is atomic mass is 58.7 U. So because the property of cobalt were similar to that of rhodium, this one, rhodium, and he's saying and iridium. So he said that while properties of nickel were similar to the platinum and platinum. Okay, this is platinum, here is platinum, Pt is there. So he is saying that similarly tellurium with high atomic mass 127.6 U, tellurium with higher atomic mass was placed lower atomic mass was placed before iodine with lower atomic mass 126.9 U. So we can see that iodine is placed before the tellurium. Okay. So the properties of tellurium were similar to those of oxygen, sulfur and selenium of group 6A, while the properties of iodine are similar to the halogen, that is fluorine, chlorine and bromine, that is 7A. Now, in the formula of oxide and hydride, at the top of the column, you can see these are the oxides and these are the hydrides. Okay. At the top of the table, you can see, and the letter R is used to represent any of the element in the group. R is the common letter which is used for the representation of every element. Note the way of the formulae are written. For example, the hydride of carbon. What will be the hydride of carbon? If I replace R here by C, then it will be CH4. Okay? And similarly, he is saying the oxide will be CO2. Okay? By the as so these are the common representation. Now next what he did, the correction of doubtful atomic masses. Mendeleev periodic table helped in correcting the doubtful atomic mass of some element. For example, beryllium was assigned as atomic mass of 13.5 on the basis of its equivalent mass 4.5 and valency wrongly calculated as 3. If beryllium has atomic mass of 13.5, it should have been placed between carbon and nitrogen, but no vacant place was available between carbon and nitrogen. Further properties of beryllium were similar to magnesium and calcium of group 2A. Therefore, valency 2 was designed to beryllium, which gave it as atomic mass 9. As a result, beryllium was placed at its proper position between lithium and boron. At the time when Mendeleev gave his periodic table, gold and platinum were known to have atomic masses of 196.2 U and 196.7 respectively. But Mendeleev placed gold after platinum in periodic table and predicted that atomic mass of gold and platinum were incorrect. Later on, it was found that atomic mass of platinum as 195.09 and gold 196.97. In the similar way, atomic mass of indium and uranium were also corrected. Now the main thing was, as I told you that groups were studied on the basis of their oxides. Now talking before limitation, one more topic is prediction of new elements and their properties. Mendeleev left some blank spaces or gaps in the periodic table for those elements which were not known at that time. He also made the bold prediction that these elements would be discovered in due course of time and would fill the blank places. He even predicted the properties of these elements in light of properties of the other element present in the same group. For example, scandium, gallium, and germanium were not known at his time, and Mendeleev proposed his periodic table. So Mendeleev named these elements by prefix a Sanskrit word eka, meaning the first, to the name of the preceding element in the same group. That is eka boron, first element after boron. For scandium, that was eka boron for the scandium. Eka aluminium, eka aluminium, first element after aluminium for gallium, and eka silicon, the first element after silicon for germanium. Later on, these elements were discovered and Mendeleev's predictions were found to be remarkably correct. For example, the properties of eka aluminium, eka silicon, as predicted by Mendeleev, and those found by Vlinker and gallium and germanium respectively were very similar as shown. Okay. So similarly, the properties of scandium were found to be similar those to the boron. And the above prediction provided convincing evidence for both the correctness and usefulness of Mendeleev periodic table. Further, due to extraordinary success of Mendeleev prediction, chemists recognize him as the originator of the concept of classification of elements. Now, position of noble gases. The noble gases like helium and neon and argon, krypton, xenon and radon were not known when Mendeleev gave his periodic table. These gases were discovered much later because they are very inert and are present extremely in low concentration in our atmosphere. Another strength of the periodic table was that when these gases were discovered much later around in 1900, they could be placed in the new group called zero group without disturbing the existing one. Okay.